22, a little, you know what I'm saying, a little
He
something,
probably
pop
did.
pop.
Maybe he didn't. It was away. It was in the safe. It wasn't easily accessible.
It ain't
Maybe he
gonna do
just
you
didn't.
no good in your safe. Like it's never gonna do you any good. Because I mean, it's not
A
like
lot of
nobody's
people.
gonna set an appointment. I hear you, but
Yeah, a
I'm
lot of
just
people
I'm
do
just,
that. They
I
keep
know
they
a
keep
lot
their
of
gun locked up. Yeah.
I know, but that it ain't helping you over there, and that's why everybody need to know. Like this needs to be like, yeah, if you got young kids, yeah, you need to find a way to make sure you put it away, but you still need to be able to get to it fast because nobody's gonna set an appointment to come and kill you or to come and rob you. Like, oh, you're gonna be at home at what time? Like,
And then when they come in, you like, hold on, give me a second. Let me open my safe. Let me to do the combination or whatever. And let me find the key for this thing or whatever. give
you
me
know what
give
I'm
me a minute.
saying?
Give me a minute. I, I get your point there. I ain't gonna lie. I get your point there. But you know how I feel about guns. I always feel like they need more regulation. I was just looking at this 4-year-old killed himself. I got the story on Instagram right now. I could share it.
Well, you know what?
He shot himself.
How about giving people a test, like, or let's see how smart you are, because that's all it means. Like, we don't need dumb people with guns. Like, you know what I'm saying? We
And
don't
that's
need you to.
I
We
think
don't.
it should be. I was thinking about it today because I was reading that story about the kid who killed himself, 4 years old, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, just everybody, random people having guns. I don't agree with it. I really don't, and I think that it should come to like a for a purpose. So like, I really feel like as far as like the police, the old school, it was the militia, right? The neighborhood protects the neighborhood. The neighborhood, the men of the neighborhood, they come together and they make a militia, and they
But that's
train
you. But that's
together.
you. But that's
They
you.
That's my point. But we have to do it, or it needs to be organized. It can't be any Joe Blow. Because if you want to look, what I'm saying is, if you want to own a gun, then you should have to be a part of your neighborhood fucking militia or whatever, neighborhood watch or whatever the hell. And y'all regularly do trainings and shit like that. And whenever
But
there's trouble, then we won't
a
even
lot
need the
of
police so much.
a lot of people don't trust that because look, oh boy, you remember the dude that came about? I forget his name. Uh, Soul Brothers. I forget his name, but that's him and his crew went set up at up there in Atlanta by the Stone Mountain or whatever a couple of years back. Um, I forget his name. Oh, wait a minute, Jam Master, not Jam Master Jay, but it was Jam Master something. He damn near had the same name as the DJ. But this dude, he had people that he was supposedly training, this, that, and the other. Like, he writing down the serial numbers of these people's guns and all. Like, he was pretty much an agent. He was an operative. You know what I'm saying? So this is what ends up happening. You know, you end up not having genuine people that's really trying to do this, and you're saying it's organized, but
So that's what you need to
it's
do. That's what we would need. And it would have to be discipline. And it would have to be punishment for people who don't do shit the right way and shit like that. And if you're not involved in this, then you shouldn't be able to have a gun. That's how I feel. Because if you just want to come out here and rob and steal or whatever, then no, I don't think you should have a gun. So the reason why you should have
well,
a gun is because you want to protect your neighborhood. So just protecting your house is
well,
it, you have to protect your neighborhood. You can't just really protect your house. You really can't, because when they come in door to door and you got these trained dudes with fucking weapons, when the fucking real shit hit the fan, your little pee pee poop poop ain't finna do nothing. You might hold out for a little while, but they finna get you. You get what I'm saying?
well,
But if y'all
I
came
hear, I hear
together
what
as a neighborhood, they have to beat each neighborhood.
look.
That's
I'm,
gonna be
I'm
a
gonna tell.
way more difficult.
Well, I hear what you're saying, but I think that you might have it a little bit backwards because I think everybody should have a gun except for people who prove not to be, to have the
But
ability to.
But
You
they
know,
didn't
use
already. They'd probably have to do something really stupid already, like their 4-year-old ends up killing themselves or something. Then, because that's probably what's
but
going to happen anyway today. If
but
you
see,
know,
but that's just not the way the world work. I mean, that's just like, I mean, you can't just start arresting people before they do a crime.
no, you
You know what I'm
can't. But
saying?
you cannot give them a damn gun. Fuck that. You got to prove. I'm saying if you want to have a gun, then you need to be a part of this militia and go to training every whatever it is and swear like you have to follow the rules that they set up for you to. The reason why you have this gun, you can take it home with you and use it as you
So
wish.
you don't think you don't think that, you know, some of the people that's doing, like, done some killing has gone through, like, these people up in Buffalo. You think that dude couldn't pass that whole scenario
But
that you talking
I
about?
what I'm saying is the neighborhood's gonna hold the neighborhood accountable. So whoever if you have a gun, then you have to follow whatever the rules are that's set up by this militia. And whenever you do things that get out of line of that shit, then there has to be consequences and repercussions. So then we hope
Well,
we keep each other in line. Yes, of course, it's gonna
I
be
hear
dudes
you,
that
but
do stuff.
and that, look, I feel like what you're saying is cool, and yes, you know, for some that's gonna work, but, like, I mean, you gotta think about it. I mean, we got people out here who, like, they have a allegiance to their own, like, they don't have an allegiance to righteousness. They have an allegiance to the
That's the
people that
problem,
surround
and,
around them.
and that's the problem. So if you
And that's how we end up getting killed. Our grandparents, like, I
exactly.
mean,
But that's the
so my
problem. If you force them to be a part of this militia thing and they have to come together. I was watching a video where they were talking about rhythm and they were talking about
but
how like with the military they make them train and they make them just kind of march and they're in lockstep with each other. And but there's a psychological reason why they do that. It's because the synchronicity of them being in lockstep with each other when they walking in the same rhythm, it
and
it
singing and all, I know, I
it,
saw
it, it
that.
leads them to be more protective of
Co-
each other and they look out for each other.
camaraderie. Yeah,
Yes.
I hear you. I hear what you're saying, but do you hear what you're saying? Because you're saying that screw what you think and how you feel. You know, you gonna get down with this. Like you saying, like you're speaking like a totalitarian, that you have to be this way or you don't get shit.
Well, you don't get to have a gun if you don't
That's
want
what
to.
it
That's what
doesn't
I'm
matter,
saying.
bro. You, that's what you're saying.
That
Like,
that is what I'm saying.
you're one of the people that I talk about all the time. Then, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the part that I'm like, I'm bothered. I'm like, it's scaring me that, okay, you really believe that, like, unless they go along with the program you see fit, that that's how it should be.
Each community is going to come up with these parameters. Each neighborhood,
I don't
each.
like you. Look, how about, like, look, I don't like how you and your friends doing your thing. Look, I got my shit. You know, if shit come down. Look, I care enough that I'm gonna help protect you. But look, I'm not coming over in that circle with y'all. Like, and I should have the right to do that. Like, look, my main concern is the reason why I got this gun is to be able to protect my family. But if the sky starts to fall down, look, I'm gonna come outside and I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna protect whatever I can or help people or whatever. But don't come telling me what I got to do and what I can't have unless I do what you say. Man, you're gonna be the
It,
first person head I knock off.
it wouldn't be the government. It would be your community. It would be your friends, your buddies.
I know,
You would be
and
a part of the group that making these
I
decisions.
I probably would, but if somebody don't want to be a part of it, I'm not gonna tell them that they got to, like somebody who don't want to be a part of something and you're trying to force them, like you're causing a problem within your circle already.
Because you're making the argument of niggas just don't want to act right, and we got to deal with
No, 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 no,
them
no,
ones
no,
that
no.
don't want to
I'm
act right.
making an argument. I'm making an argument of what's fair for individual people. Like, yeah, some of us are loners, and look, I don't want to be a part of y'all clique. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go train over here. Like, I know how to handle guns. I'm very responsible with guns. But you and your crew, y'all do a little too much. I'm a little more inconspicuous with what I do. So I'm a train. I'm gonna have my stuff together, and if y'all need me, y'all gonna see me outside. But you don't tell me I gotta be over here and I gotta do this and I gotta do that
Your
because I'm.
argument is fair. It is, but this is how I see it. I was thinking about it for a while, and that's what I came up with. Because I don't think, because if as long as you have that guy that you're saying, the loner guy, if you allow that to be, then that's gonna break the whole thing, and it's gonna cause you to have the riffraff dudes that just want to rob and steal and kill.
No, I don't think so, bro. Like, honestly, like, a lot of stuff in the hood don't happen because of what the people around there already, like, they let it be known. Look, you better watch, cut that shit out, or shoot, before you know it, they laid out in the fucking ditch somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna be like accountable for the shit that they doing. But my thing is like, to protect, like, look, we have a country based on laws. That the laws govern us, not people. We come together and we have laws that is agreed upon. Like, okay, all right, this is what we're gonna do. All right, let's do that. But then when somebody come in, is like, man, fuck that. Look, this would need to happen and blah blah blah. Like, your idea is not better than what everybody else has already agreed on.
But that's what I'm saying. Everybody's gonna agree on this, and imagine how strong the neighborhoods would be. Imagine how hard it would be. Even the government trying to come in and be like, if they on some
Uh,
fuck shit, then the people are gonna be like, nah, we not feeling that, and they gonna fight, bruh. And it's gonna
yeah,
be organized.
say, bro, I believe that wholeheartedly. But look, say, bro, like, what I'm trying to tell you, like, the people who don't want to, like, you know what I'm saying, you can't tell them they can't have a gun because they don't want to be a part of your crew.
I get it. I get it, and that's a fair argument. I'm just saying. I think that's the only way for, because we've had this argument before, because I'm talking about how in other countries where they don't have mass shootings, they have mass stabbings, because the people,
Yeah, I mean,
nobody can
because
really have
somebody, yeah,
guns.
they say, bro, if it came down to it, and you couldn't even have a knife, somebody, like, if somebody wants you dead, like, look, what they call it, the sleeper, shoot,
Well, they can't stop you from having a knife, because you could just make them
well,
out of
I know,
whatever.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm just saying, like, even if that
They
was the
got
case,
knives in
like,
prison.
if you could, no, well, yeah,
They
shanks,
call them
whatever
shanks.
yeah, but no, but what I'm saying is, if somebody fed up with you enough, you done did something harmful enough to where somebody like, nah, this nigga need to go. Like, there's a asphyxiation, like somebody put their arm around your neck and hold it until you done. So, you know, one way or the other, it can happen. That's why I'm like, look, just let's just look. We need guns, especially with the type of government that we've allowed to grow here.
That's
You know what
the
I'm saying?
scary part. I ain't gonna lie, and that's the part that justifies it the most in my mind. Is tyranny, and that argument is hard to argue with. Um, but I like to dream. Can we get the damn government under control to the point where we don't have to worry about coming in and trying to fucking kill us
Well,
or
see,
whatever
I mean,
it is? Because I
that's
know this is what.
That's what we have uncovered. We're also sending letters to the Biden administration officials and Biden family associates renewing our